in a breezy little town, where the wind always whispered secrets, there lived a boy named Ari. Ari loved two things more than anything else in the world: colors and clouds. He would spend hours just staring at the sky, his imagination running wild, seeing dragons, castles, and even flying whales drifting lazily above him. But Ari had a secret that no one else in town knew. He owned a paintbrush made from pure sunlight. It was a special gift from his grandmother, who once told him, in a hushed, gentle voice, "This brush can paint dreams. Use it with a kind heart, and the sky will listen." Ari didn't fully understand what she meant by that, but he treasured the brush. Little did he know, his life, and the life of his town, was about to change forever. One sunny afternoon, driven by a spark of curiosity, Ari decided to try something new. He dipped his magical brush not into paint, but into the air itself. To his utter astonishment, the tip began to glow, swirling with misty, ethereal colors. He lifted it towards the vast blue canvas above him and began to paint. With soft, deliberate strokes, a fluffy cloud puppy, with big, round eyes, started to take shape. Ari let out a laugh of pure delight, which quickly turned into a gasp. The puppy blinked. It actually blinked. Then it wagged a long, wispy cloud tail, and began to float gently down toward him. "Wow," Ari whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. "I can paint life." The cloud puppy nuzzled against his cheek with a puff of warm mist before bouncing happily back into the sky, leaving Ari staring in awe. From that day forward, the sky became Ari's playground. He painted every single day, filling the heavens with his wonderful creations. A magnificent cloud butterfly with iridescent wings fluttered gracefully above the town's gardens, making the flowers seem to bloom even brighter. A friendly cloud dragon, more majestic than fearsome, would loop gently around the old town clock tower, its form shifting with the breeze. On warm afternoons, a colossal cloud whale could be seen swimming lazily across the face of the sun, casting a soft, moving shadow over the town square. The people of the town started gathering each day, their faces turned upward, eager to see what new marvel Ari would create next. They affectionately named him the Cloud Painter, and his art became the heart of their community. The atmosphere in the town transformed. Children giggled more, their laughter echoing through the streets as they pointed at the sky creatures. Even the town's grumpiest residents found their hard expressions softening as a fluffy cloud curled around them for a gentle, puffy hug. The sky was no longer just the sky. It was a gallery, a stage, a source of endless joy and wonder for everyone. Ari's paintings brought a lightness to the air that had nothing to do with the clouds themselves. But one day, everything changed. A heavy, gray storm rolled in, blanketing the town in a thick, oppressive gloom. There were no gentle, drifting clouds to paint only dark, angry ones that rumbled with distant thunder. The cheerful blue canvas was gone, replaced by a menacing sheet of charcoal. Undeterred, Ari tried to paint his brightest, happiest cloud shapes. He imagined a cheerful sun, a smiling star, anything to bring back the light. But this time, the colors on his brush didn't glow. The sky didn't respond. His magical paintbrush, once so light and full of life, felt heavy and useless in his hand. "I must have done something wrong," Ari whispered to himself, his heart sinking with disappointment. His little cloud puppy, sensing his sadness, floated down from the churning grayness. It whimpered softly, nuzzling Ari to try and cheer him up, but even the puppy looked dimmer, its form less defined and its light faded. The magic, it seemed, had gone. Just as despair began to set in, a warm breeze wrapped around Ari like a gentle hug, and in that breeze he heard the faint, loving echo of his grandmother's voice. "The sky listens to your heart, my dear Ari. Paint not what people expect, but what you truly feel." Ari looked up at the stormy, tumultuous sky. He wasn't feeling cheerful or bright. He felt sad, worried, and completely unsure of himself. But as he stood there, another feeling began to bubble up from deep inside him. Stronger than all the rest, it was hope. He realized his grandmother wasn't telling him to paint happy things, but to be honest with his art. So, with newfound resolve, he lifted his brush one more time, not against the storm, but with it. Ari painted through the falling raindrops. He painted through the claps of thunder. He poured every ounce of feeling, the worry, the sadness, but most of all, the unwavering hope into his work. A soft, glowing shape slowly began to form amidst the darkness. It wasn't a puppy this time. It wasn't a dragon or a whale. This was something different, something bigger. he painted a giant cloud heart, one that pulsed with a warm, golden light, spreading its glow across the entire sky. And then, something incredible happened. The dark storm clouds trembled. They began to glow from within, catching the light from Marie's enormous heart. Then, they broke apart. The storm melted away as if it had never been replaced by a cascade of brilliant sunlight. The whole town, who had been watching from their windows, poured into the streets and cheered. Above them, the golden heart floated, shimmering with a palpable kindness that warmed every soul. The cloud puppy barked joyfully, now brighter and fluffier than ever before, his light restored and amplified. Ari smiled, finally understanding the true magic of his gift. From that day on, Ari realized something wonderful. His brush didn't just paint shapes, it painted feelings. He had unlocked a new kind of magic, one that was deeper and more powerful than just making cute animals. When he painted pure joy, a troop of cloud dancers would swirl and leap overhead, their movements elegant and full of life. When he painted kindness, a flock of cloudbirds would appear, singing soft, puffy songs that calmed the entire town. And whenever a storm threatened on the horizon, Ari would paint bravery, and a magnificent cloud lion would stand guard, its silent roar keeping the dark clouds at bay. Ari no longer just decorated the sky, he helped shape the emotional weather of his town, making the world feel lighter, brighter, and perpetually full of wonder. He learned that sharing his true feelings, even the difficult ones, was the most powerful art of all. And so, the story of the cloud painter continues. If you ever find yourself looking up at the sky and you see a cloud that looks just a little too perfect, maybe a turtle wearing a top hat, a dragon with shimmering, detailed wings, or a heart that seems to glow faintly gold as the sun sets, you might just be seeing a piece of Ari's work. Because the cloud painter is still out there, painting every single day, sharing his heart with the world and filling our skies with magic, one dream-shaped cloud at a time. So keep looking up. You never know what you might see. Thanks for watching.